My dear one, the reason your heart is beating faster right now is not by accident. Heaven is whispering your name and Archangel Michael has stepped forward with urgency. He says, your miracle has arrived and you must not skip this message under any cost. The clock of the divine is ticking, and every second you remain here with these words is opening a portal that was locked for years. Congratulations. Heaven has signed something in your favor today. This is not ordinary news. It is the moment where unseen blessings begin to gather in your life. Michael says your angel is holding your hand firmly, refusing to let you walk away empty, because this very message is carrying the weight of your destiny. But listen, my child, before you go further, let me tell you this. Stay connected with this channel because what is being revealed here will not be repeated anywhere else. This space is not just a message, it is a covenant between heaven and you. If you stay subscribed to these words, you remain aligned with the flow of miracles God has prepared for you. Your angel knows you have been tired, crying in silence, wondering when the breakthrough will come. And Michael says, now is that hour. Do not treat this as random. Do not call this coincidence. The reason you are here reading this line by line is because God Himself has instructed Michael to deliver this scroll of light into your hands. Beloved, the miracle waiting for you is already unlocked in the unseen. But to receive it, you must stay until the very last word of this message. Every line is like a golden step on the staircase leading to your blessing. If you skip, the chain will break. If you remain, the chain will draw you straight into the center of your miracle. This is only the beginning, my beloved. You are not here by chance. Heaven has been pursuing you for days, calling your soul through dreams, whispers, and signs in your daily life. You thought they were coincidences. When you saw the same number again and again, when a stranger spoke words that pierced your heart, or when a sudden chill touched your spirit in the quiet of the night. But Archangel Michael says those were never accidents. They were reminders that heaven has placed you under constant watch. And tonight is the moment where the veil is finally lifted. Your miracle has not only arrived, it is waiting for your yes. And that yes is as simple as staying right here, refusing to turn away, refusing to skip the words God has placed before you. Because once you accept, the floodgates of blessing are going to open in a way you have never imagined before. Congratulations, my child, because what you are about to hear is not an ordinary promise. Michael says you have cried prayers that were never spoken out loud. You asked God silently late at night, with your face pressed into the pillow when no one else could hear you. And while you thought those prayers faded into the air, heaven recorded every single one. Your tears became seeds, your silence became a language heaven understood, and now the harvest has come. Archangel Michael himself is standing with the scroll of your answered prayers, saying, this one belongs to you, and no one can take it away. The delay you experienced was not denial. It was preparation. The pain you walked through was not punishment. It was pruning. Every dark moment was shaping your spirit for the miracle that has now arrived. But child of light, Michael warns you, do not treat this lightly. This is not a casual word. He says, there is a reason your eyes landed on these lines today, not yesterday, not tomorrow, but now, because this exact hour has been marked in the calendar of heaven as your hour of visitation. The angel who was sent on your behalf has finally broken through, and he refuses to return empty. Michael says, if you skip this, you are skipping what heaven has been preparing for years. But if you remain, if you listen with the depth of your soul, if you remain, you will watch doors swing wide open, money that was held back come rushing to you, relationships heal, and health restore itself like morning light after the darkest night. My child, this is exactly why you have been feeling the pressure, the financial stress, the silent worries that no one else sees, and the uncertainty about what comes next. You have been asking for peace, and that answer is already on its way. You are not meant to stay stuck in fear, you are meant to walk forward with purpose, with faith, and with clear steps every single day. That is why a simple system has been placed in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, created to guide you gently out of confusion and into clarity. Each day brings you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move ahead without overwhelm or confusion. No pressure, no chaos, just steady, faithful progress toward peace and stability. If something inside you feels ready, if you are ready to change your situation, then take that first step today. This could be the moment everything begins to change for you. You will find the link in the description, and in the comments below. Do not let this moment pass you by. Beloved one, do you feel the heaviness lifting off your chest right now as you read? That is not imagination. That is Michael's wings surrounding you, removing the burdens that were chained to your shoulders for too long. You thought you had to carry it alone, but heaven says, no more. This is the moment your load becomes lighter. You will notice in the next few days that the things which once drained you will no longer affect you with the same power. Why? Because Archangel Michael has drawn a sword of fire around you, cutting off the cords of heaviness and marking your life with divine protection. This is why he urged you not to skip this message. Because the act of staying here is allowing the angel to complete the assignment he was given. My chosen one, there is something else you must know. The reason you have suffered betrayal, loss, and delays is because the enemy knew about this hour before you did. They tried to break you so that when the miracle came, you would be too weak to receive it. But Michael says, you endured, and because of that, you will now inherit. The inheritance heaven has kept for you is not just spiritual. It will manifest in your physical life as well. Expect sudden breakthroughs in finances, unexpected messages from people who once ignored you, and healing in parts of your body that medicine could not reach. These are not poetic words. These are living decrees. And the decree says, it is done. Your miracle has arrived. Stay close, my beloved, because I am only beginning to unfold what heaven has written about you. And every line you read is unlocking another seal. Do not rush. Do not skip, because each paragraph is a key. And the more keys you gather, the more locks will open in your life. My beloved, you have been asking silently, when will my season arrive, and heaven has answered with thunder in the spiritual realm. Now, Archangel Michael says, you have stepped into a window of divine timing, and nothing can stop it. The reason your heart is restless, the reason you feel something is about to happen, is because angels are already moving around you. You cannot see them with your eyes, but your spirit knows they are there. They are pushing away obstacles, scattering the plans of those who spoke against you, and setting the stage for your miracle to appear in full view. But heaven is also warning. Do not dismiss this message. If you skip, you cut yourself off from the very instructions that carry your breakthrough. But if you stay, your miracle will not only come, it will multiply. Do you know why Michael says congratulations? Because the battle that almost broke you has officially ended in heaven's courtroom. The verdict has been signed in your favor. Every delay that made you cry, every disappointment that shattered your hope, every betrayal that drained your trust, they were not the end of your story. They were the setup for this divine announcement. You have been asking why so many people turned against you when you only gave them love. Michael says it was because they recognized what you carry. The enemy tried to hide your light under rejection, but God turned that rejection into redirection. Now the doors that once closed in your face are about to open wide. You will step into places that never seemed meant for you in human eyes, but heaven has already overruled. You are walking into inheritance, child of light. This is why your angel refused to let you scroll past, because heaven knows how many times you have been overlooked. How many times you quietly begged for just one sign, and now it is here. Michael says, your sign has arrived. Your miracle is here, and your life will not remain the same after this hour. In the coming days, what once drained your joy will turn into testimonies. That sickness that tried to weaken your body will lose its hold. That financial drought that made you anxious will break open with unexpected provision. That relationship you believed was over will begin to show life again. Do not doubt this. Do not think it is too great. For the same God who parted seas, who raised the dead, who fed thousands with crumbs, He is the one speaking to you now through this message. Listen, beloved, because Michael is not finished. He says, your miracle is not just for you. When it arrives, it will overflow to your family, to your friends, even to those who doubted you. The blessing that is coming will be so visible that no one will be able to deny God's hand upon your life. They may try to explain it away, but deep within they will know this is divine. And you, who once felt forgotten, will become a living testimony that heaven never abandons its chosen ones. This is why you must not skip. Every word you read is preparing your spirit to carry the weight of what is coming. Your miracle is too great to hold with weak hands. These words are strengthening you, lifting you, shaping you so that when it arrives, you will not break. You will shine. My child, remember this, heaven has never made a mistake with you. The timing that frustrated you was actually protecting you. If you had received this miracle earlier, it would have overwhelmed you. But now you are ready. Michael says you are stronger than you know, wiser than you believe, and more prepared than you think. The very storms that tried to destroy you have built strength in your spirit. And that strength is what will carry the blessing that is about to pour down. This is why your angel is celebrating you. This is why Michael's voice is filled with joy. Congratulations, chosen one. Your appointed hour is here. My beloved child, let your heart not tremble, for this is the hour that the heavens wrote about long before you were born. Do you feel the stirring in your soul as you read? That is because the Spirit is bearing witness to truth. Archangel Michael says, your miracle has finally arrived. You have been knocking on doors that remained closed for too long, but now the locks are dissolving. Every tear you cried in silence, every prayer you whispered thinking no one heard, every sigh that escaped your chest in loneliness, it has all reached God's throne. Heaven is not blind to your suffering. And today, Michael announces the verdict. It is finished. The blessing is released. This is not coincidence. This is destiny meeting you at the very moment you need it most. Beloved, let me take you deeper. You wondered why so many times the people you trusted walked away. Why opportunities slipped through your hands. Why life felt unfair. Michael says it was not rejection. It was protection. Heaven was removing what could have destroyed your future so that you could be prepared for what is coming now. Your miracle required separation. Your blessing demanded pruning. The loss you felt was the ground being prepared for a harvest you could not yet see. And now, as you stand here reading this very line, the seed that was buried in your suffering is breaking through the surface. The bloom will be sudden. The shift will be swift. And those who once doubted you will have no choice but to recognize God's hand upon your life. You ask why me? Michael answers, because you endured. Many gave up. Many turned bitter. But you, even in your darkest moments, chose to keep going. You held on to hope even when your heart was breaking. You whispered prayers even when your voice trembled. And heaven took notice. God saw the fight within you. He saw the strength you did not even realize you had. And now, because you endured, you are about to inherit. This inheritance is not only spiritual, it is physical, financial, emotional. Expect the unexpected. Expect sudden favor. Expect the call you did not think would come. Expect the door you never imagined would open. Expect healing where no answer was given. Expect joy to return to your nights and peace to fill your mornings. My child, the angels have been working around you. Michael reveals that even when you thought you were alone, you were surrounded. Many times danger tried to approach, but it was blocked. Many times harmful words were spoken, but they were cancelled. Many times unseen battles rose against you, but you were protected. This is why you are still standing after everything you have been through. Heaven has been preserving you for this very moment. You were not spared by chance. You were spared because your destiny is too great to be cut short. And now that destiny is unfolding before your very eyes. The miracle is not on the way. It has arrived. Do you feel the heaviness lifting even now? That is not by chance. As you read these words, Michael is cutting cords of fear, despair, and failure. Chains that held you for years are breaking. You will notice in the coming days that what once triggered you will no longer affect you. The sadness that kept returning will find no place to stay. The people who drained you will begin to fade away. And in their place, new faces will appear. Faces carrying favor, opportunity, and love. This is the work of heaven. This is the miracle beginning to unfold in your life. And child, it will not stop. The flow has been released. And no human hand can block what God has declared. Stay with me, for Michael says this message itself is a portal. The longer you remain, the more blessings are activated. Every word you read is a key unlocking another door. Skipping even one part breaks the chain. But if you remain until the very end, the chain draws you into the fullness of what heaven has prepared. This is why your angel would not let you pass this by. This is why you felt something in your spirit when your eyes first landed here. It was a divine appointment written in the calendar of eternity that you would meet this message today. And because you stayed, because you listened, the gates are opening before you. Beloved child of heaven, the silence you endured was never abandonment. It was incubation. Seeds take time to break through soil. And your life has been exactly that. The waiting, the wondering, the tears, all of it was preparing you to carry what God is now releasing. Archangel Michael says, your miracle has arrived, and it will not pass you by. You have stepped into a season where delays are dissolving, where denials are turning into approvals, where closed doors are opening so quickly it will leave you breathless. But Michael also warns, this is not the hour to doubt. This is the hour to align. The words you are reading are not just sentences. They are keys. And each one unlocks something in the unseen. Stay with them and you will begin to feel the shift within you. That shift is heaven moving you into your destiny. My beloved, many nights you asked why life seemed to break you again and again. But heaven answers, you were never being broken. You were being built. Every disappointment was shaping your courage. Every loss was removing what could not go with you. Every betrayal was sharpening your discernment. You are no longer who you once were. You are wiser now, stronger now, clearer now. And because you have been refined, you are ready to hold the miracle without losing it. Archangel Michael says, congratulations are in order, for you survived what others could not. You endured storms that should have overwhelmed you. Yet here you stand, still breathing, still hoping, still believing. And because of that endurance, heaven has ruled in your favor. The angelic hosts are speaking your name even now, rejoicing that you did not quit and declaring that your reward has come. My child, I see the weight you have been carrying, the quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for peace, and your prayers have been heard. You are not meant to walk this journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk with faith, with clarity, and with daily direction. That is why a simple path has been placed before you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system, created to gently guide you out of this burden and into peace. Each day you will be guided with a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear direction to help you regain control. Nothing overwhelming, nothing complicated, just small, faithful steps leading you toward peace and stability. If your heart feels ready, if you are ready to release this burden, then begin today. The link is in the description and in the comments below. This is your moment. And this time, do not ignore what has been placed in your path. Beloved one, do not be surprised if the next few days feel different. Michael says, divine interruptions are about to surround you. What seemed impossible yesterday will suddenly open tomorrow. Expect messages that surprise you. Expect news that feels unreal. Expect faces from your past to return, not to harm you, but to bring closure and reveal hidden truth. These are not random moments. They are heaven rearranging your life so the miracle fits exactly where it belongs. What you thought was delayed was only being prepared. And now that the time has matured, the doors will open in rapid succession, and you will understand why God asked you to wait. You will see that the waiting was not wasted. It was aligning your miracle with perfect timing. Child of God, you must also understand this. Your miracle is not only about your personal blessing. It is about your purpose. Heaven has kept you, preserved you, and now lifted you into this season because there are lives connected to your breakthrough. When your blessing appears, others will find hope. When your testimony unfolds, others will be restored. When your miracle shines, others will see that God is real. You are chosen not just to receive, but to become a light for others still walking through storms. This is why Michael is so urgent with his words. This is why he would not let you skip this message, because what is being activated in you will reach far beyond you. The world around you will not remain the same. My child, hear this with your whole heart. Your enemies celebrated too soon. They thought your story was finished. They thought they had buried you. But heaven says they only planted a seed. And that seed is now rising. What they thought was your end is becoming your beginning. What they meant for harm has been turned for good. And when your miracle blooms, even those who betrayed you will have no choice but to recognize that God was with you all along. Do not waste your tears on them. Do not waste your energy on bitterness. Lift your head, for heaven is already defending you. Your miracle will be your proof. Your blessing will be your answer, and your elevation will silence every voice that tried to diminish you. Beloved, the angel says your miracle is multi-layered. It is not just one blessing but waves of blessings. They will come like a tide. First gentle, then stronger, then overwhelming. Do not panic when the shift begins. Do not fear when change comes suddenly. Trust that heaven has already prepared the way. Your role is simple. Stay aligned. Stay present. Stay faithful. These words you are holding are your anchor. Keep them close. Return to them when doubt whispers. Let them echo in your spirit when fear tries to rise. For every time you do, another layer of blessing is unlocked. Another wave of favor is released. Another miracle moves closer into your hands. Beloved, Archangel Michael says, there is a holy urgency surrounding your name. The heavens are drawing near and the scrolls of your life are being opened even as you read. Every trial you endured, every night you lay awake wondering if God remembered you, has now been recorded as evidence in your favor. The courtroom of heaven has ruled, and the decree is this. Release the miracle to my child. That is why your angel whispered. That is why your soul stirred. That is why you could not scroll past these words. This message is not ordinary. It is your personal delivery. Michael says, your inheritance is being transferred. Your breakthrough is being released. And your life is about to take a turn so divine that even your enemies will tremble when they hear of it. My child, you must understand the power of this moment. There are seasons when heaven watches, and there are seasons when heaven moves. You are no longer in a watching season. You are in a moving season. The angels have already been sent, and they are fighting battles you cannot see. That is why the heaviness on your chest is lifting. That is why confusion in your mind is clearing. That is why a sudden peace is flowing over you as you read. It is because Archangel Michael has declared war on everything that tried to suffocate you. Chains are breaking. Walls are falling. Strongholds are collapsing. And you, beloved, are walking out free. This freedom is not just spiritual. It will be seen in your relationships, your finances, your health, your destiny. Do you remember the prayers you whispered that no one else heard? Michael says those were never lost. Heaven stored them, and today they are being poured out. Your miracle is not random. It is the harvest of every hidden seed you planted in faith. The kindness you showed when no one thanked you. The sacrifices you made when no one noticed. The times you chose love over revenge. All of it has been remembered. And now the reward has come. The scales of justice are shifting, and they are shifting in your favor. Congratulations, chosen one. What you thought was ignored has been honored, and what you thought was forgotten has been sealed in heaven's record. Beloved child, Michael says, the reason your enemies fought so hard against you is because they saw glimpses of this moment before you did. They sensed your breakthrough was near and they panicked. That is why they spoke against you. That is why they betrayed you. That is why doors closed without reason. But they did not realize that their actions only pushed you closer to God. Only prepared you for this exact hour. What they meant for harm has become the fuel for your miracle. And now as heaven announces your blessing, those same enemies will have to watch your elevation. You will not have to fight back with words. Your success will speak for you. Your breakthrough will answer for you. Your miracle will silence every lie. My beloved, Archangel Michael says you are stepping into a divine reversal. The pain you carried will turn into joy. The losses you suffered will return multiplied. The relationships you thought had ended forever will either be restored with truth or replaced with something far greater. The financial drought that once made you worry will break into streams of provision. The sickness that threatened your body will be overturned by healing that surprises even the doctors. Heaven is not only promising this, it is already unfolding. You will see signs within days. You will notice unexpected calls, unusual moments, sudden opportunities. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are heaven's way of telling you, yes, child. Your miracle has arrived. Child of light, I must tell you something deeper. This miracle is not only about you. It is about generations. What is being released over your life will touch your family, your children, and even those not yet born. You are breaking cycles that troubled your bloodline for years. You are ending patterns of failure, poverty, sickness, and betrayal. Your yes to this moment is not just saving you. It is lifting countless others connected to your name. That is why Michael was urgent for you not to skip this. That is why the Spirit pulled you to stay, because this is not just a message. It is a generational turning point. Your decision to remain here is rewriting history for those who come after you. Beloved, as you read, I know your heart is trembling with both fear and hope. Fear because you have been disappointed before. Hope because something within you knows this is different. Michael says, release the fear. Fear is the only weapon the enemy has left. And if you let it go, his hold is broken completely. Choose faith now. Choose belief now. Choose trust now. For heaven has already signed the miracle into your name. You are not begging for it. You are receiving it. You are not chasing it. It is coming toward you. And when it arrives, it will not trickle. It will overflow. It will not visit. It will remain. It will not tease. It will stay. For the blessing God gives is lasting. And no hand can take what heaven has delivered. Beloved child of light, the heavens are echoing with your name right now. Michael says he has been standing guard at the gates of your destiny, waiting for this hour to finally open. For so long, it felt like nothing was moving, like prayers were hitting the ceiling and returning empty. But what you did not see was the battle in the unseen. The struggle in the spiritual realm where angels fought to deliver what was written for you. Today, Michael says that battle is won. That is why this message reached you with such urgency. Why you could not ignore it even if you tried. It was not just a message. It was a holy hand guiding you into alignment. Heaven says the waiting is over. The breakthrough is here, and the miracle has arrived with your name upon it. You must understand, my beloved, that what is being released over you is bigger than your imagination. You may have pictured small victories, small blessings, small changes, but heaven has planned abundance, overflow, and complete restoration. That is why life pressed you so hard. That is why the storm felt endless. The greater the blessing, the greater the battle before it. You were not fighting emptiness. You were fighting for treasure. You were not pushed down because you were weak. You were pushed down because you carry a destiny so powerful the enemy feared it coming alive. But Michael says, rejoice, because the trembling of the enemy is now turning into awe from the world. They will see you rise. They will see you shine. They will see you walk in miracles. And they will know this was no ordinary story. Beloved, do not be surprised when things suddenly shift in your favor. You will see changes in places you never touched. Opportunities that seemed locked will suddenly appear before you. People who ignored you will suddenly remember your name. Situations that looked permanent will dissolve overnight. Michael says this is not random. This is the divine reversal you have been waiting for. God is rearranging the pieces of your life like a master artist, forming a picture so beautiful you will not believe it came from your pain. But remember, the miracle is not just for you to admire. It is for you to step into. Do not let fear stop you from receiving. Do not let doubt cause hesitation. The blessing is knocking, and all you need to do is open the door. My child, you are standing at a threshold. Behind you lies the weight of years of struggle, but before you lies a field filled with harvest. You will not carry the sorrow of yesterday into tomorrow. The tears you cried have watered the soil, and the joy that is coming will bloom like spring after a harsh winter. Michael says, every moment of grief, every drop of pain, every sigh of despair has been counted and stored in the treasury of heaven. And today that treasury is being poured out. The exchange is happening. Ashes for beauty, sorrow for joy, lack for abundance, fear for faith. You are stepping into a holy exchange, and you will walk out richer in every way than you ever imagined possible. Beloved, remember this truth. You were chosen for this. You were not overlooked. You were not forgotten. You were not abandoned. Your life has always been watched, guarded, and guided by unseen hands. The proof of that is the fact that you are still here, still breathing, still holding on, still waiting for the miracle. Many times you could have fallen. Many times you could have been destroyed, but angels surrounded you. That same protection that carried you through the storm is now carrying you into blessing. Do not underestimate what that means. It means what comes next will not be fragile. It will be secure. What comes next will not be temporary. It will endure. What comes next will not be taken away. It will multiply. For when God gives, He gives fully and completely. My beloved, Michael says that your miracle is also a mantle. It is not only a gift but a calling. The blessing you are stepping into will require you to shine as an example. Others will watch how you rise, and your testimony will guide them through their storms. This is why your pain was so deep. It was not only your test. It was preparation for your mission. You will comfort others with the comfort you are now receiving. You will guide others through the valleys you once walked. You will inspire others who believed they had no hope left. This is why you had to endure so much, because your life is not just about survival. It is about legacy. Heaven is weaving your story into something that will echo far beyond your lifetime. Child of destiny, let your heart be still. For the trembling inside you is not fear anymore. It is recognition. Your spirit already knows this is your hour. You can feel the shift. You can sense the change. You can almost taste the breakthrough. Do not deny it. Lean into it. Say yes to it. For heaven is saying yes to you. Michael says, the gates of favor are wide open and no one can close them now. Walk boldly, beloved, for this is your season of restoration, redemption, and radiant reward. Your miracle has not only arrived, it is here to stay. Beloved child, the light around you is shifting even as you read these words. You may not see it with your natural eyes, but your spirit already senses it. That heaviness that has clung to you is beginning to lift. The invisible weight on your shoulders is falling away piece by piece. Do you feel that quiet calm rising within your chest? That is not coincidence. That is heaven confirming that this is your moment. Michael says, your miracle is not waiting for you to be perfect. It is arriving because you are chosen. The blessing is not coming because you earned it. It is coming because God has declared it. And when God declares, no force on earth or in hell can overturn it. What was written for you will manifest, because heaven does not lie. My beloved, think of how many times you believed you had reached the end. Times when you wanted to give up. When you thought you could not take another step, when your strength was gone, yet somehow you kept moving. That somehow was heaven. That extra breath was God's gift. That spark of hope that refused to die was your angel holding you steady. You have been carried more than you realize. You thought you were walking alone, but angels were lifting you through every valley. And now those same angels are not only carrying you, they are crowning you. The tests are ending, the lessons are sealing, and the reward is being placed into your hands. You have crossed the threshold, beloved, and you will never return to who you were before. Child of light, Michael says the attacks against you were never about your past. They were always about your future. The enemy saw what you could not yet see, that there is greatness written into your destiny. That is why you were struck harder than most. That is why people turned against you without reason. That is why doors closed even when your intentions were pure. It was because your miracle was too powerful, your calling too bright, your inheritance too sacred to come without resistance. But take courage now, for the resistance has failed. You are still here. You are still chosen. You are still standing. And because you endured, the miracle that was delayed is now arriving without delay. Michael says it will not be postponed again, for the time is ripe and heaven has declared that this is your hour. Beloved, listen closely. You are stepping into a season of divine reversals. Everything that seemed against you will turn in your favor. Every no you heard will be replaced with a powerful yes. Every rejection will give way to redirection. Every loss will bring forth a greater gain. This is not empty comfort. It is a spiritual truth. What you sowed in tears, you are about to reap in joy. What you gave without recognition is about to return with increase. The kindness you showed, the patience you held, the silent battles you fought, all of it is coming back to you multiplied. Heaven remembers everything. And today, Michael says the books are being balanced. Expect restoration. Expect surprises. Expect miracles that not only answer your prayers, but go beyond them. My child, do not think small anymore. Heaven is not answering with a trickle, but with a flood. The blessing will not come just to sustain you. It will come to overflow. This is why Michael urges you to hold on to faith. Your expectation is the vessel, and the greater your expectation, the more heaven can pour into it. Do not limit yourself to what you have seen before. Believe for the impossible, for the unseen, for what feels beyond reach. For your God is not limited by circumstances, time, or human power. He is the God of sudden change. And He is the one who now says, "It is done." Your miracle has arrived, and you will hold it with your own hands. Beloved, Archangel Michael says this miracle will be undeniable. People around you will see the shift. They will wonder how you moved from struggle to strength, from lack to abundance, from despair to joy. They will not be able to explain it in human terms. And that is the purpose. Your blessing will become your testimony. You will not need to prove that God is real. Your life will show it. Those who doubted you will be silenced not by your words, but by your transformation. Those who mocked you will stand in awe, not of you, but of the God who raised you. And in that moment, all the pain will make sense, for you will see that none of it was wasted. It was the path that led you to your miracle. Beloved one, Michael says this is only the beginning. What you are about to receive is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter. This blessing is the foundation for more. It will not stop with one miracle. It will open the way for many. You will look back months from now and realize that this was the turning point. Everything before it was preparation. Everything after it is multiplication. You are not stepping into a single breakthrough. You are stepping into a flow of breakthrough. And as long as you remain faithful, as long as you keep believing, the flow will never run dry. Beloved child, Michael says, the heavens have already moved on your behalf. What you could not accomplish through years of effort will now happen in moments of grace. You have been struggling, striving, pushing against walls that would not fall. But those walls were never meant for you to break with your own strength. They were meant for heaven's hand. And now that hand has touched your life. The very doors that once seemed to mock you are now trembling, unlocking, and opening wide. The very chains that resisted your prayers are breaking under angelic fire. You are stepping into a season where answers come to you instead of you chasing them. Where opportunities move toward you instead of you running after them. Where the blessing rests upon you and refuses to leave. My beloved, I must tell you something that will make your heart tremble. Heaven says your name has been announced in the courts above. Your story has been spoken before the throne, and the verdict was written. Blessed, favored, victorious. That verdict is final. It cannot be challenged by the enemy. It cannot be erased by human hands. It cannot be changed by circumstances. You are marked with heaven's decree. And that decree is unfolding even now. The evidence will not only be felt within you, it will be seen by those around you. They will notice the shift in your life. They will see the light in your presence. They will witness the sudden change in your path. For when heaven places favor upon someone, the earth responds. Beloved, I know you have carried wounds. Wounds so deep they still ache when you remember them. Betrayal has pierced you. Abandonment has left its mark. Disappointment has broken parts of you. But Michael says those wounds are being turned into wings. What once held you down will now lift you higher. The very places of pain are becoming platforms of power. The scars you carry are becoming signs of survival. And those signs will inspire others who believe they would never overcome. Heaven wastes nothing. Every tear has been collected. Every wound has been sealed with light. Every scar has been rewritten as testimony. And your story, beloved, is not a tragedy. It is a triumph. You are about to witness with your own eyes how God turns mourning into dancing, ashes into beauty, despair into destiny. My child, Michael says to watch for the signs in your days. You will notice a peace where fear once lived. You will encounter people who speak words you needed to hear without you telling them. You will see doors open without reason, opportunities align with precision, and resources appear unexpectedly. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the spiritual has entered the physical. Heaven is touching earth through your life, and everything around you is shifting to make room for your miracle. Stay alert. Stay aware. Do not dismiss these signs as small things. They are proof that something greater is near. For the first drops of rain always announce the coming flood. Beloved one, this miracle will not only heal what was broken, it will also restore what was taken. The years that were lost, the energy drained by those who misused you, the resources that slipped away, the time spent waiting, all of it is being restored. God is not returning it equally. He is returning it multiplied. Double for your trouble, greater for your grief, abundance for your loss. What was taken from you will return as a harvest, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. Michael says, you will stand in amazement when you realize that nothing was truly lost. It was being preserved for a greater return. Your enemies will not understand how everything came back so quickly. But you will know it was never man. It was always God. Child of destiny, Michael says your faith is the magnet. Do not release it now. Even if your mind still wrestles with doubt, let your heart say yes. Even if your past whispers that it is impossible, let your spirit declare that it is done. For faith is the currency of heaven, and you already carry enough to receive the miracle. Do not compare yourself to others. Do not believe your faith is too small. The faith you hold is already moving mountains. The fact that you are still here, still reading, still hoping is proof that faith is alive within you. And that faith, beloved, is enough. Heaven does not require perfection. Heaven responds to surrender. And your surrender has opened what effort alone never could. Beloved, Michael says to prepare yourself, for sudden elevation is coming. The tables are turning quickly. The last shall become first. The forgotten shall be remembered. The overlooked shall be chosen. You will find yourself entering places you never imagined, speaking with people you once thought unreachable, receiving opportunities you believed were meant for others. This will not be luck. It will not be coincidence. It will be divine positioning. Heaven is moving you like a piece on a board, placing you exactly where you need to be for the blessing to flow. Do not resist the movement. Do not fear the shift. Trust the hand that is guiding you, for that hand cannot fail. My child, you need to hear this clearly. Your story will inspire others. Do not be ashamed of the road you walked. Do not hide the pain you endured. For your survival is not a secret. It is a testimony. People who are lost in darkness will look at you and find hope. Those who feel forgotten will see you and remember that God remembers. Those who feel like giving up will see your rise and know they can endure too. You are a lighthouse, beloved, and your miracle is the light that will shine through you. Do not hide it. Let it shine boldly. Let it declare that God is still faithful, that heaven is still near, that miracles are still real. For your life will show what words cannot. Beloved child, Archangel Michael says you have been hidden for a reason. Many times you asked why no one recognized your worth, why doors closed when you knew you were capable, why people overlooked you as if you carried nothing. Heaven says it was protection. You were hidden because your miracle was being prepared in secret. Diamonds are never revealed until they are fully shaped, fully refined, fully ready to shine. You are not buried. You are being refined. And now the refining has come to an end. The covering is lifting. You are about to be revealed. And when you are, your light will not flicker. It will burn brightly. People will wonder where you came from, but heaven will know you were always there, waiting for the appointed time. And now, beloved, that time has arrived. My child, the battles you endured were not because you were weak, but because you are chosen. The weight you carried would have crushed others, yet you are still here. That strength was not ordinary. It was divine. Every time you thought you had nothing left, an unseen hand lifted you. Every time you thought the pain would consume you, a quiet hope found you. That was not chance. That was heaven sustaining you. Michael says to understand this clearly, you did not survive without purpose. You survived because there is something still waiting to be lived. Something powerful, something sacred, something only you can carry. That is why the enemy fought you so fiercely. But today the war has ended, and the victory belongs to you. Beloved one, Michael says you are stepping into a season of answers. Long-standing questions will finally be resolved. Mysteries that confused you will suddenly become clear. Painful experiences you could not understand will reveal their meaning. You will see why certain people left, why certain doors closed, why certain prayers were delayed. And when you see it, you will stand in awe of the wisdom of God. You will realize nothing was wasted, not even your tears. You will understand that the waiting was not denial. It was alignment. And as this understanding unfolds, your faith will rise stronger than ever. You will stop doubting your worth. You will stop fearing your future. And you will walk boldly into what belongs to you. For Michael says, no one can deny what heaven has approved. My beloved, prepare your spirit for acceleration. What once took years will now happen in days. The blessing will not move slowly, it will come quickly. The change will not trickle, it will pour. The breakthrough will not crawl, it will run. You will look back in amazement at how fast everything shifted. The delays that troubled you will melt away. The stagnation that held you back will disappear. You are stepping onto a path designed by heaven. Do not fear the speed. You are ready. Your spirit has been prepared for this moment, and your heart is strong enough to carry what comes next. Michael says, "Rejoice, for the days you thought were lost are being restored, and you will accomplish in one season what others cannot in a lifetime." Child of destiny, Michael whispers that your miracle will come in layers. It will not touch only one part of your life, but many. Relationships will be restored. Finances will increase. Health will strengthen. Opportunities will expand. Joy will return. Peace will remain. Each layer will build upon the next, creating a foundation so strong nothing can shake it. Do not limit your expectation to a single blessing. Do not confine God to one answer. He is not coming with one gift. He is coming with abundance. Your life is about to overflow, and that overflow will reach everyone around you. People connected to you will be blessed simply because they are near you. This is how powerful your miracle will be. It will not stop with you. It will spread. Beloved child, let your heart rest in this truth. Heaven is not asking you to fight anymore. The battle was never yours. It was the Lord's, and it has already been won. Michael says, your only task now is to believe. Release the fear. Release the doubt. Release the bitterness. Open your hands to receive what has already been given. You do not need to chase it. You do not need to beg for it. You do not need to prove yourself worthy of it. Worthiness is not the key. Faith is. And you already have enough faith, because you are still here, still listening, still open to these words. That faith is the doorway, and you are standing in it right now. Step through, beloved, for your miracle is waiting on the other side. And as you step through, beloved, you will begin to notice that nothing feels the same anymore. The heaviness that once followed you will not be able to find you again. The confusion that clouded your mind will begin to clear like the sky after a storm. You will wake up with a sense of peace you cannot explain, and you will go to sleep with a quiet assurance that everything is working in your favor. This is not imagination. This is alignment. This is what happens when heaven steps fully into your life. My child, Michael says, do not rush this moment. Do not question it. Simply receive it. For what is unfolding now is sacred. The shift you are feeling is not temporary. It is permanent. You are crossing from one season into another, from struggle into stability, from waiting into fulfillment, from uncertainty into clarity. And once you cross, there is no returning to the old version of yourself. That chapter has closed. This is your new beginning. Beloved, you will begin to see things fall into place without effort. What once required struggle will now come with ease. What once drained you will now strengthen you. What once confused you will now make sense. This is the grace that Michael speaks of. This is the favor that has been released over your life. You are no longer striving to reach what is yours. What is yours is now reaching you. There will be moments when you pause and wonder if this is real. When blessings come so quickly you feel overwhelmed. But Michael says, do not step back. Do not shrink. You asked for this. You prayed for this. You cried for this. And now it is here. Stand firm and receive it fully. Let it settle into your life. Let it transform you. Let it remind you that God has never forgotten you. My beloved, this is your confirmation. This is your assurance. This is your answered prayer unfolding right before your eyes. The delay is over. The silence is broken. The waiting has ended. And what comes next will speak louder than anything you have endured before. So lift your head. Strengthen your heart. And walk forward with confidence. For heaven is walking with you, guiding you, and surrounding you at every step. You are not alone. You never were. And now you will see the evidence of that truth in ways you never imagined.